as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Houston Texans. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On second down, here's Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
On first down, Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second. Down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Stopped immediately there. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's Watson now on second down. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Richmond. Down. Green, Go Jet.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They'll try and run again with Blue. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
On first down, it's Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And now another one thrown incomplete. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
This is Bilal Powell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Hurry up.
2nd down, Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit, Ball pops out, incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey. Get wide now. Switch. Delta.
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Come back.
From the gun, here's Watson. Going for the deep ball. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And New York set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because...
oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. So because of the yards after the catch, they'll wisely decline the PI.
Yeah, since it was pass interference, they would have gotten the yardage at the spot of the foul. But as you correctly noted, A little bit of run after catch for him. That extra yardage made it easy to decline the penalty.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. The grab made by Curse over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
To throw is Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Watson hands this to Foreman. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust coming.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Watson. A deep ball for Ellington. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Delta. 5 down, 5 down. Gotta do better.
They go again with Powell. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over. At the 39-yard line. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
5 down, 5 down.
They start the drive with a give to Powell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Gotta go. Delta. 5 down, 5 down. 5 down, 5 down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. 5 down, 5 down. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. 5 down, 5 down. 5 down, 5 down.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there? Yeah, maybe that extra hut, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Toss play. Powell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Delta. 4 down. Check. Delta. Delta. Delta.
Bridgewater. And he's got a noon one. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They go play action here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Clive Walford with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
And here comes the Texans now. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athlete. They can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Here's Watson. Called in by Anderson, left side. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Anderson. Anderson loses the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Santos with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Hurry up.
This is the running back, Powell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
Get wide, man.
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Right back to him on 1st down. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They begin with a carry for Blue. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Richmond.
To throw on second down, Watson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Marcus May with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Here's Powell. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And now out comes Houston. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to QT. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. First down now, but that clock rolling. On first down, Watson. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
Target.
On first and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Bridgewater. He sets to fire deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? And the West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield, and if they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now it's Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Looking for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Again, it's Watson. He's going to go for a big play down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Hurry up, hurry up. Fire down.
They begin with a carry for Powell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Fire down.
Now they'll toss here to Powell. And some space here. And all the way down to the 39. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 57 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line.
Check 50.
Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Hurry up.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They run for it. Here's Powell. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Yes, sir. Fire down.
A 1st down carry now for Crowell. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Gotta go. Get wide, man. Fire down.
They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Back now here on EA Sports. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll toss it to Crowell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 24. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Watson. Got an open man. It's QT. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a first down throw, Watson. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Watson on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Anderson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Watson looks to throw again. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 10. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Watson throwing on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jay Prosh, his first touchdown on the year. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. The Texans trying for 2. Last season, they were just 2 of 5 on 2-point attempts. They're going to try and run for it, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Ardarius Stewart now on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure the opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football. That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Second down, Bridgewater. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
4 down, 4 down. Go Delta. Check 26, check 26. Go Delta.
Bridgewater. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. On second down, here's Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Leonard Williams in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tremaine Johnson that time there to force the incompletion. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there. And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Jets are going to win this football game. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Get wide now. Fire down, fire down.
They start this with a run for Powell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Leo.
Throwing here, Bridgewater. And he slides to avoid the hit. And now the Texans want to call another timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Bridgewater. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here we go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Down to a knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. The Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Jets, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week.